Hi, everyone. Welcome to week one of our fall training program, Getting to Know Paper Pumpkin. My name is Carrie Cudney Warner. There's a picture of me, so you have my face to put along with my voice. I am a trainer here at Stampin' Up, and I also work on the Paper Pumpkin team. So I love the Paper Pumpkin program, and I am delighted to be able to walk you through these trainings. So we're going to have a lot of fun and we're going to go over a lot of information. So let's start with a quick preview of what you can expect in our class today. First of all, since this is our first week, I want to start with a little bit of background information just to make sure we're all on the same page. We'll do a quick overview of the Fall into Savings promotion, and then we'll also do a bit of an overview of the fall training program. Once you have all of that background information, then we'll be ready to really dive into the content of our class today. And that's all about Paper Pumpkin, getting to know Paper Pumpkin, all of the ins and outs. So we'll go through all of those. And then finally, we'll wrap up the class by reviewing the week one checklist, all of the tasks and challenges that you can do to make the most out of the training. So let's jump in with a review of the Fall into Savings promotion. This promotion we have in place for the September kit. So the official dates are August 11th through September 10th. Those are the dates of the September kit. And that means that if a new subscriber signs up between August 11th and September 10th, they will get the September kit. After September 10th, if they subscribe, they would get the October kit. So those are the dates of the promotion. And the most exciting part of the promotion is that new subscribers will get 50% off that September kit. And can I just tell you, the September kit is beautiful. It's got some beautiful embellishments. It's going to get you in the mood for fall. I'm excited for that kit. And I'm excited that new subscribers get 50% off. That is such a great deal. So there's that going on, but there's also an incentive for demonstrators. Oh, I almost forgot the code. To get that 50% off, have your new subscribers enter the code halfoff0917. That's pretty important. So there's the code to get the 50% off. And now the next exciting thing is that there is an incentive for demonstrators. Demonstrators who sign up 3 new subscribers during this time frame will receive a free stamp set. We love free stamp sets. And just so you know, there's a list of 20 sets that you can choose from. They are all in the annual catalog, so there is definitely going to be something that you want to have. I also didn't put on this list, but demonstrators who sign up 2 new subscribers will receive a $10 coupon for a future Stampin' Up! Purchase. So that's also exciting, but I really want you to focus on getting 3 new subscribers. I want all of you to get that free stamp set. So that's the one I've listed on my bullets here. That was a lot of information really quickly, I know. So if you want to learn more or feel like you have questions, visit the Fall into Savings page on the demonstrator website. There's a landing page under promotions. It was the very first one that popped up on my page. So click that Fall into Savings banner, and there's so much information there to learn all of the ins and outs of the promotion. So go there if you want to learn more. Now, when we introduced this promotion and we're encouraging you to get 3 new subscribers, we didn't want to throw that at you without giving you the tools and the knowledge and the training that you need to be able to sign those 3 new subscribers. So we decided to introduce a fall training program. So let me go over the things you need to know about the fall training program. It runs the same time frame as the Fall into Savings promotion, August 11th through September 10th, but we didn't want to overwhelm you with all of that training information all at once. So we're going to break the training into weekly installments. So check back on this page each Tuesday. It will be updated with new training information. Each week you will find a recorded class, just like this one, And there will be links to training materials like worksheets or website content. So we'll guide you to where you can learn more. And then there will also be a checklist of challenges and tasks that you can complete to make the most of the training. Now, some of these challenges, I wanted to talk about these a little bit because some of them will be pretty easy to complete. But there are going to be some that really push you out of your comfort zone, and that's intentional. We do want to push you a little bit because we want you to earn that free stamp set. And that's not going to be easy. That's 3 new subscribers. So I want to let you know that these tasks and the challenges that we've put together have been tested and proven. A lot of you probably remember in the past we've run Paper Pumpkin Bootcamp trainings, and a lot of the information you will hear in this fall training program has been taken from those boot camps and just refreshed a little bit. But we saw such great success in those boot camps, especially from the demonstrators who completed the boot camp tasks and challenges. And that's how we know that they will work for you as well. So don't overlook any of these challenges. Don't blow them off thinking that they're too easy or you've done it before, you know better, you don't really need to do that, because they have been proven. I really want to encourage you to put some energy into completing each step of the training, because when you really dedicate yourself and put your energy and passion behind it, that's when you're going to see success. So pay attention to those challenges. Okay, a couple other things to know about fall training. We put together a Facebook group for Paper Pumpkin demonstrators. So this is a great place to go where you can talk to other demonstrators, you can support each other, you can share the things that you are working on. We are going to be posting some training information there, and my fellow training team members will be hanging out in there as well, because we are in this with you and want to encourage you. So that's going to be a great resource for you. Definitely want to encourage you to join that group, and you can find the link to join here on the training page. We are going to do weekly prize drawings during fall training. We want to keep you motivated and engaged and coming back for these trainings along the way. So the way to be eligible for these prize drawings is to opt into the training. And the way you do that is to leave us your email address. And there's, again, a link right here on the training page to do that. Along with being eligible for the weekly prizes, by opting in, you will also be signing up to get weekly emails to remind you when this training page is updated, because we all get busy and start doing other things, and we need those reminders sometimes, don't we, that it's been updated, and we need to check back. So be sure to opt in for the training. Anybody can do the training, and you don't need to complete the training to be eligible for that free stamp set. We just know that if you complete the training, you're going to be so much more likely to achieve your goals and get that free stamp set. So be sure to opt in so you're eligible for those weekly prizes. And then one more thing before we move on. I just mentioned this, but I want to make sure to call out that this training is for all demonstrators. It's for all of you who are selling Paper Pumpkin. It doesn't matter whether you're brand new, whether you've tried Paper Pumpkin before, whether you've been at this since the beginning of Paper Pumpkin. I think that there is always room to improve. And if you approach this with an attitude of wanting to better yourself, then you will find value in this training program. So I am so excited to get started. Now that we've gone through all of that background information, and I know I went through it really quickly, but that's because I want to get to the content, all about Paper Pumpkin. My goal for this week is that all of you will become Paper Pumpkin experts, that you will be able to answer questions and knowledgeably talk about Paper Pumpkin with your customers. So we're going to go over lots of basics. Some of it will be a review for some of you. Some of it may be new. But either way, it's going to help you become a Paper Pumpkin expert. And I want to start by asking a question, and that is, are you a subscriber? Do you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin? Now, you don't have to be a subscriber to participate in this training, but I want to tell you something I've learned in my 13 plus years as a Stampin' Up! Trainer, and that is it is so much easier to promote and sell a product if you actually use and believe in the product. The fastest way to become a Paper Pumpkin expert is to experience Paper Pumpkin for yourself. Plus, as a side note, if you have never subscribed to Paper Pumpkin before, then you will count as a new subscriber towards that Fall into Savings promotion. So that's kind of cool as well. But I want to encourage you to try Paper Pumpkin if you haven't already. You can sell it and not be a subscriber. We're going to go over lots of benefits that you can talk about with your customers. But when you can talk from personal experience, your message will be so much stronger. I can't stress that enough. So I think it's pretty important to at least try it and subscribe for yourself. So there's my first tip. Like I mentioned, we're going to go over lots of features and benefits. So let's start with Paper Pumpkin features, kind of what it is, how it works. Again, some of this will probably be review, but want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So first of all, Paper Pumpkin is Stampin' Up's monthly subscription kit program. This means that it comes every month. It's automatic. It just ships, comes right to your mailbox or doorstep, and it comes every month. Every month you get this fun red box. And one thing that I really like about the monthly subscription is that it's a surprise every month. That's a big part of the Paper Pumpkin experience. You're always so excited to open that box and see what's inside. I love the day that my Paper Pumpkin is delivered to my house. It's always a happy day. The next feature of Paper Pumpkin is that it's all inclusive. That means that you get everything you need to create a project all in one little box. Sometimes you do need to find some scissors or a ruler, something like that everybody has in their house. But most of the time, even the adhesive is included in the little box. You get everything that you need. So that's a huge feature. Also, all of the prep work is done. You don't need to design a project. You don't need to cut things out. Everything is prepped and done for you. And I'm a crafter. I love to start from scratch. I love to design projects and do big craft projects. But I love getting the Paper Pumpkin and having everything done for me. Sometimes you just want a quick project that you can sit down in front of the TV or grab and take with you on vacation, things like that. It's so nice, even for an experienced crafter, to get that project that's all prepared for you. For once, I'm not the one having to design and prep the project. It's all done for me. I love that feature of Paper Pumpkin. The next thing is that every month in the kit, there are exclusive items. You always get a full stamp set, and the stamp sets are cute. They have cute greetings and images that you can save and use over and over again after you complete the kit. So that's exciting for a stamper or people who like stamps. You also get accessories in your kit, cute little embellishments and things that you can't get any other way. They're not in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. The only way to get them is through Paper Pumpkin. And then you also get ink spots every month. And as a demonstrator, you might already have a supply of ink, but for newer crafters or people who are just starting, those ink spots are exciting. Every month you get a different color, and it's a great way to start building up an ink supply because, again, you can use them over and over again, even after you complete your monthly kit. I think a great feature of the Paper Pumpkin kits is that it's a low price point, $19.95 in the US or $26.95 in Canada. So it's a low price point with so much value. We pack so much into each of those kits, and the projects are so cute. So you always feel like you're getting a great value for the price you pay. And then the last feature that I wanted to talk about is there are two different ways to subscribe. It's the same kit. Either way, you get the same product, but there's just two different ways to pay for it. The first option is to pay as you go. So every month there's a payment. It just automatically charges your credit card. Or there's a prepay option where you can pay one payment for either a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, or 12-month subscription altogether. So we're going to talk a little bit more about each of those and the benefits of each of those ways to subscribe. Let's start with some of the benefits of the pay-as-you-go system. And I kind of divided this into two columns because there's some benefits that are great for customers, but then there are a couple benefits that are specific to you as demonstrators. So let's talk about ways that the pay-as-you-go system can benefit customers. First of all, it's a really low-risk commitment. And what I mean by that is that customers are able to log on to their account and manage it. They can put their subscription on hold, they can pause it, they can cancel it. So it's not a long-term commitment. It's not something that they have to be afraid of. It's low risk. So that's a good thing to talk about for customers who have concerns there. Another thing is, again, it's a low price point. That $19.95 a month isn't something that's going to make a huge difference in my budget. So for some customers, paying that low price every month is going to be a lot easier than paying a prepay all at once. So it depends on who you're talking to, but this might be a benefit for a lot of your customers. Also, as subscribers, your customers are eligible to purchase refills and past kits when they are available. We don't always have past kits, but when we do, they are available for subscribers to purchase usually 3 months after they are introduced. And this is technically a benefit that applies to prepay as well. They are also eligible to purchase refills and past kits. But if you're paying as you go, that subscription, you never have to worry about it running out before that kit comes available, or are you eligible to get that refill, or is your subscription going to run out before it's introduced, things like that. You just know that you're always going to be eligible for those past kits and refills if you're on the pay-as-you-go system. So those are some benefits that you can talk about with your customers. There's also a few things that benefit you as a demonstrator. And mostly is that continual income. Once you get a Paper Pumpkin subscriber base, that income just automatically happens every month. You have to work to get the subscriber, but then you can go on vacation or take a step back from your business for a month, and you don't have to worry about meeting your minimums or bringing in that income because it's automatic. It's just continual. And there's a couple of sweet spots that I wanted to point out. We often talk about the buy 4 and then the 5th is paid for. With your instant income, if you can sign 4 subscribers, then your subscription, you earn free with the instant income from those other 4 subscribers. So that's the first sweet spot. The second sweet spot comes at 7 subscribers. With 7 subscribers, your quarterly minimums will be met. Wouldn't that be nice to just never have to worry about meeting those? And then all of the events you do and the workshops and the classes, all of that just adds to your income instead of depending on that alone. So there are real benefits to you as a demonstrator to having that subscriber base, just that pay-as-you-go subscriber base that's going to bring you income every month. Okay, let's also talk about the prepaid and how that will benefit your customers, or some things that you can talk about with customers. With this system, it's a one-time payment. So you pay the amount for 6 months or 12 months all at once up front. And for some customers, some people, that's nice to be able to do. They can make the payment and then they don't have to think about it. They don't have to worry about it. It's done. So that might be a benefit over paying each month. Another benefit is that on the 6-month and the 12-month subscription, there is a small discount. The way that the price works out on those is that on the 6-month subscription, you end up saving $1 per kit. And on the 12-month subscription, you end up saving $2 per kit. So that's a $24 saving. Those little amounts tend to add up quickly. So that might be a real benefit to talk about with your customers. Another great benefit of the prepaid system is that this allows a gift option for Paper Pumpkin. You can actually give a prepaid code as a gift for a birthday or Christmas. What a great gift for someone who loves crafting. So that's a great option for prepaids. And also the prepaid subscriptions will count toward a workshop total or a party total, and it will count towards Stampin' Rewards at those events. So if you are promoting Paper Pumpkin in a workshop, promote the prepaids because your host will still get those Stampin' Rewards. The pay-as-you-go system, you will still earn commission on those, but they won't count towards a workshop total or Stampin' Rewards. So that's a benefit of prepaid. Okay, we've talked about the differences and some of the benefits of the two different systems. If you want to learn more again or have questions, because I just went through the basics really quickly, visit the Paper Pumpkin page on Stampin' University. It's under products, and then there's a Paper Pumpkin section with lots of information. Or you can visit the Paper Pumpkin website, paperpumpkin.com, and just read through all of the information there to learn more about the two different payment options and all of the features and benefits of Paper Pumpkin. But now I want to give you a little bit of a head start on selling and promoting Paper Pumpkin. As we go through our fall training, we're going to learn a lot more about how to market and promote the program. But I want to just cover some of the basics so you can start thinking ahead. What we'll cover this week is who to talk to about Paper Pumpkin. And then in the next couple weeks, we'll talk about more about what to say and how to talk to them. But again, I just want to give you some basics and give you a head start so you can start thinking in this direction. So, how to sell Paper Pumpkin. My first tip here is to talk about the benefits. We just went over tons of benefits and tons of things you can talk about. Think about the people who those benefits would apply to. How can Paper Pumpkin solve a need or a problem that they have? And just talk about those benefits in the same way that we've just talked about them. The second tip I have is to use promotions, just like that 50% off promotion we have going on right now. That is such a great opening to talk to customers. Let them know that we have something exciting going on that you don't want them to miss out on. That's a great opportunity to talk about Paper Pumpkin. My next tip is to share your experience. I talked a little bit about how important it is to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin yourself. And this is why. Sometimes the experience of Paper Pumpkin is just as important as the finished project you put together. There's something so magical about receiving that Paper Pumpkin box in your mailbox and opening it up. It kind of feels like a present, and then you make the projects and then you give the projects away, and you make such a difference to the people that you give them to. When you can talk about that experience, sometimes that's more powerful than showing somebody a project. So tell your story. Tell why you love Paper Pumpkin. Tell your favorite things about the experience. That's how you sell Paper Pumpkin. That experience is so important. And then another tip I have is to listen for purchasing cues. There are so many things that we hear as demonstrators when we are out doing events and things. Like, have you ever heard somebody say, "Oh, I wish I could make cards like you, but I'm just not creative"? We've all heard that, right? Or what about, I would love to get into stamping or paper crafting, but I'm just too busy. I just don't have time. We've all heard that. Or what about, I just don't have a lot of space to buy this stuff or to start a paper crafting collection. Listen for people who say those things, because Paper Pumpkin is the perfect solution. When they say they're not creative, they can they can complete a paper pumpkin kit without having a lot of creativity. When they say they don't have time, they can take paper pumpkin and do it on the go or just do little bits at a time. Or when they say they don't have a big house or room to store crafting supplies, paper pumpkin, it's just one little box. There's nothing to store there. So listen to cues like those, because paper pumpkin is a great solution. And another thing to listen for is something along the lines of, oh, my mom or my daughter or my friend loves stuff like this. She would love this. Recommend paper pumpkin as a gift, because sometimes they might not be thinking of that. But it's such a great gift for daughters or moms, new moms. Think about what a great gift that would be. So listen for your customers, or listen for people saying things like that, because you have something that could solve that problem for them. So there's a few things to start thinking about when you think about how to sell paper pumpkin. The next slide I have is about who to talk to about paper pumpkin. I mentioned we'd be getting into this. And the answer to this, I think, is really simple. It's everyone. Paper pumpkin really has something to offer everyone. So talk to everyone about it. But I know that's kind of generic, and I do want to give you some specific tips. So a few specific types of people to really think about are new stampers. Originally, paper pumpkin was developed for beginner crafters because, well, we've already talked about it. They don't need a lot of supplies. They don't need a lot of experience. There's always instructions and a video. It's a good experience. So talk about those things with new crafters. Also, your existing customers. If you have customers who love coming to card nights or technique classes, if you have people that already love the experience of crafting, paper pumpkin gives them even more. It's something they can do on their own time, or something they can do with a friend. So your existing customers are also perfect people to talk to about paper pumpkin. If they already love stamping, they're gonna love paper pumpkin. So talk about it with them. Also, long distance customers and friends and family. If you have customers who have moved away and are not able to attend your classes anymore, paper pumpkin is kind of like a little mini class that they can get in the mail. So it still gives them that connection. And I know I have friends and family members who don't live close by, but they still want to support me. They wish they could come to my classes. So paper pumpkin is a way that they still can support me and still be involved in my business. But they can do it from a remote location. So talk about paper pumpkin to those long distance people. And then finally, the 40 subscribers in 4 minutes worksheet. This is actually one of your checklist items for this week. And you may have done exercises similar to this in the past, where you have 4 minutes and your goal is to come up with 40 names. And I'm going to encourage you to do this even if you've done this before, because those prompts get you thinking differently, and you might think of someone that you wouldn't have thought of otherwise. So do this checklist item. There's a link to it in the checklist on the training page below. And hopefully you will think of some people that you might not have thought of before. Think of specific people instead of generics like I've been speaking in. And I think the real thing to keep in mind is just don't count anybody out. I really do believe that there's something about paper pumpkin that everybody will like. There's something there for everyone, so don't count anybody out. Okay, so that's kind of a good lead in to our week 1 checklist. We've gone over lots of information. We've kind of done an overview of the promotion and the training program. And then we've gone over a lot of the ins and outs of Paper Pumpkin. So here's the week 1 checklist. The things that I want you to do this week to be able to make the most of the training program. The first one is watch Getting to Know Paper Pumpkin. That is this class, this recording. So if you've made it this far, you can check that one off the list. Congratulations, you've got one done. The next thing is to review the benefits of selling Paper Pumpkin section of the demonstrator website. We've talked a lot about the benefits of Paper Pumpkin, but there is so much potential there for it to help boost your business and grow your business. So I want you to review that section of the website because I think it's really motivating it kind of opened my eyes to how much potential there is. And hopefully it will light a little bit of a fire as you're thinking about goals and thinking about really where it can take your business. Next is review the 4 steps to maximize Paper Pumpkin in your business. There's a link to this below as well. And this is, again, to just kind of get you thinking about the future and about selling Paper Pumpkin and how you can maximize that in your business and what it can mean for your business. Next is that 40 subscribers in 4 minutes worksheet. There's a link for that as well, so it's easy to find. And then the last checklist item is to set a goal for new subscribers. I want you to take this seriously. I want you to look at your business and be realistic. What can you realistically do? Look at your calendar, what you have coming up in the next month. But hopefully you all set a goal for at least 3 new subscribers so you can get that new stamp set. And it might be scary, but we're doing these trainings. We're going to walk you through a little bit, give you some ideas, and give you some tasks to help you do that. In the future, some of the tasks are going to be talk to people about Paper Pumpkin. We're going to have you hold a Paper Pumpkin event. So those things are coming, and those are great tools to help you get new subscribers. So set a goal for how many new subscribers you want. Maybe it's 3 so you can get the new stamp set. But if you are close to, maybe you're right there on, maybe like you have 5. So if you can get to 7 new subscribers, then your quarterly minimums will be met. So take a look at what you have and what you need to achieve your business goals and set a goal. Having that goal and having something to work towards is so important. Because once you achieve it, that you can celebrate your success. That gives you something to shoot for. So set a goal and put it someplace where you will see it often, so it will stay in the top of your mind. And I am also going to encourage you to share it on our demonstrator Facebook page, our Paper Pumpkin Facebook page. Share it there so that we can help each other. We can hold each other accountable and motivate and encourage each other through this program because we're all doing it together. So share your goal. Sometimes when you put it out there, it just makes you that more likely to accomplish it because you have to be accountable once it's out there. So those are the items for week 1. Now, these aren't officially on the checklist, but just a quick reminder to also opt in for prize drawings and reminder emails. And be sure to join the Facebook group if you haven't. So that was a lot of information packed into a short time. But I'm just getting so excited for this training. I'm getting so excited about the potential of Paper Pumpkin, and I hope you can feel that and you are excited too. This is going to be a fun 4 weeks. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week. Good luck, everyone.